With a new moon on Friday and the winter solstice on Sunday, it's going to be one F of a weekend. So stick around. We're going to get to your sign and get the vibe for you. So let's get ready to Tarot. Welcome, everybody. It's Jeff here, Raise Your Vibration TV. That's right. We made it to another weekend, and this is going to be a weekend of all weekends. We've got a new moon to contemplate with on Friday. We have the winter solstice on Sunday. And if you want to know more about that, then just go ahead and check out the Midweek Reset Tarot, where we break that all down with the cosmic weather, and then we talk about what's going to go up for Wednesday to Tuesday. So right now, how you feeling? Are you getting ready for the holidays? Are you antsy? Does it bring you down? Well, either way, we're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it light this weekend, so fingers crossed. But again, if the message has to come out and either bitch slap you or something, I gotta deliver it. But I really try to keep the freaking weekends chill, funny, short, sweet. You know what I mean? Lots of laughing. Lots of fucking around, doing what I do best. So let's go over to the tarot table, because when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it's time for what? Say it with me. The freaking weekend, baby. Just love annoying. There's people that are like turning their volume down when they see the screen switch over. So without further ado, let's go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to do something on the fly. I really normally don't do this, but what we're going to do is we're going to do like a collective message. All right? Something that we all need to know. Wow, I can't believe I'm doing this, but we're doing it. Yeah, I'm going there. So let's get a collective message for this weekend. And see. Excuse me. All right, so we have interesting. Trust your intuition this weekend and understand your body. Now, what does it mean when we're talking about trust your intuition? That gut feeling, which ties in to understanding your body. Because vibes don't lie. So if someone isn't being truthful to you, don't you get that little thought that goes, I don't know, something sounds a little sus here. Understand your body. Your body will tell you. Your intuition will inform you. You know what I mean? So very good for a collective read right there for this weekend. Trust your intuition and understand your body. If you get that weird feeling, it's probably not a good idea to do this or that or whatever it is, or get yourself in a situation. So for the collective energy this weekend, that's what you do. That's what you do. Okay. All right. So that was cool. That was right on the fly. See, that's what you do. I trusted my intuition with that. And maybe some of you needed to hear that. Oh my God, I don't have my bracelets on. Oh my God. Holy shit. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back, folks. Bigger, better, and better than ever. Gotta have the bracelets on. I feel like Wonder Man with the bracelets on. You know what I mean? Although I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even gonna tell you what I did when I was a kid. Okay, so that's a story time for something else. But before we start, don't forget to watch your Midweek Reset Tarot reading that's posted on Wednesdays for the vibe for Wednesdays and all the way from Wednesday to Tuesday. And check out the Thursday night lives here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Gotta check those out. And if you would like a personal reading with me, in person or online, if you're in the area, fantastic. Go ahead and check out the link in my bio. Go to my link tree. Everything is there for you. All right, everybody, let's get the vibe for the weekend. Let's do it. Who's going to be first on the freaking weekend? And oh my God, it's going to be Pisces. Welcome, Pisces. Let's put you on the board. There you are. Boom. First in the freaking weekend, and Last in the Zodiac, but welcome, Pisces. I hope you are looking forward to a great weekend. Let's get the vibe and see how it's going to go for you. So thank you for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Throw some jive in the comments. All right, let's do it. All right, Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves us. Good. We're looking towards a new future this weekend. You know, we've got a lot to look forward to with this new moon and this winter solstice. That is just fantastic. Again, you can check out more of what I've had to say about that in the midweek reset. We went over it extensively. So we have the Seven of Wands, which is protect your energy. So don't let anyone walk away from people that fuck your vibe up. You know what I mean? Trust your intuition. This weekend, just go with the flow. Just go with the flow and take action. There's maybe some messages you got to give. Maybe there's messages coming in for you this weekend that you might be waiting for. There's also taking action. Just going with the flow and taking action. A good example is, like I did in the introduction, something just... I'm in the flow, and the flow said, go ahead and do a collective. We never do a collective oracle on the FreakIN Weekend, but I just went with it, and it serves. This is also trusting your intuition. This is also nurturing yourself. Nurturing and empowering, and don't let anyone steal your vibe. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get some oracles. So we're definitely walking away from some things, getting rid of some shitty, low vibe emotions, and taking action. Yeah, look at that. I mean, mud on. Yeah, beautiful. Release. That's exactly what is up. We're the last new moon of the year. It's time to release. It's time to open up to new ideas, to allow the universe to flow for us. That's a big message for you, Pisces. Trust source. You are source, trust source. You are not separate from it. Allow the ideas to come in, allow the inspiration, allow the messages to come in, the action to take place. And also this weekend, rest and reconsider some things, which will help to empower you. There's no doubt about that. It will actually help you move along if you take some time off and spread your wings. Again, this is movement. This is ready for change. This is making the change. I really like this. You could be also traveling or doing something of that sort, but I like the vibe of that, to tell you the truth. I really do. So let's look at relationships, emotions, how we're looking at things for this. Is it the last FreakIN Weekend for the year? No, that'll be next week. That will be next week. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely some traveling. Maybe going to see a loved one or something like that. Maybe being invited out. I want you to also open to opportunities. You may get, wow, I'm getting a strong message about that. You may get a message from a friend or something like that for a job or something. I know we're talking about relationships, but that hit me strong. That hit me strong. But you might, if you're single, you might also be asked to go out on a date or something like that. This weekend looks a good mix of movement and rest. I like it. I like it. You may be dealing with Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. Let's get some reinforcement for this relationship. This looks good. It looks just like a celebrating, cups up. Why not? All right, let's get some messages. Oh, whoa. All right, Pisces. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, and confiding. Excellent. Again, very good time for that. Very good time. lusting, forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. Wow, we went from intimacy to sexual really fast. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. And thinking, missing you, craving and desiring. Jesus. Pisces. All right, we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna leave that there. I mean, we've got desiring, we got sex, we got sensual, and all of that. And I'm on. I don't know. I mean, you can kind of put that together. It looks like a good time. What am I doing? Jumping the gun. That got me a little off center there for a minute. Wow, that's pretty good. All right. Someone may be missing you. Again, the Knight of Swords always brings messages. Always. So you may be getting a message. If you single, if you coupled, oh boy. But and then we have this side. Oh, flip it over. The shattered side. Broken, nightmares, failures. Okay, see, this is I mean, we could have all that wonderful stuff, and then we get this with the hopeless, lost, depression. That's what you need to release. Broken, nightmares, again, that seems like fear of failure, so let that go. Okay, we don't want to get depressed. This is what we're releasing for this new year. I'm telling you right now. So that's a clear indication of that. Because look, this is beautiful energy here. All right, closing message for beautiful Pisces is, you are the best thing to ever happen to you. That's right. Go easy on your ass. Buy your own damn drink. Okay. Yeah, that Emperor card definitely shows that, Pisces. So interesting. But wow, this looks like I don't know. See, I got to be careful of what I say because my daughter's a Pisces. So, when I see all that stuff and I'm just like, like, I'm trying to be very, I don't know. Have fun. Want some, get some. That's what I say. But it also looks like a good time for rest and all of that. Looks like you're doing everything all weekend. Okay, so Pisces, that's going to do it for your freaking weekend. And it looks like a humdinger. And check out your midweek reset, of course. That gives you that gives you the lowdown for the whole week. We get down and just go with the flow this weekend, okay? Empowerment, walking away from low vibe shit, you know what I mean? And really having some fun. So Pisces, thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and take you off the board and see who's next. And it's Scorpio, water signs. Scorpio, welcome to the freaking week. Ooh. Let's put you on the board. Let's do it. Let's get the vibe for you. Are you getting ready for Christmas, Scorpio? Do Scorpios love Christmas or are they more Scrooges? Let's take a poll. In the comments, all Scorpios are going to put whether they are what would be the opposite of Scrooge? I don't know. Just put Scrooge in the comments. That'll be cool. All right, bottom of the deck they want me to show you is Nine of Pentacles. And I'm not going to do it reversed, but I didn't want to flip the deck. I don't like to do that. But Nine of Pentacles is opening up to abundance. You're worth it. Okay? Reaching for it. Going for it, baby. Very optimistic energy. Okay? But grounded. Ooh, look at that. That rang the bell. Six of Wands. That's victory and success. Then we have the Tower. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, that's great. That's great. All right. So the vibe this weekend is victory. Success, celebrate, baby. That's what you're going to be doing. However, the worst is over with. Don't let your thoughts creep back in with this. You have to allow this to go. The Tower and the Seven of Swords shows self-deception in some sort. So release this. You are free. There's a lot of arms raised in the air. Like, thank you, opening up to source, all of that. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. You're getting what you want. And the Ten of Cups is a great weekend. Focused on family, people that you love, opening up to that, not letting this shit get to you. Maybe you just had kind of like a shit week, and I don't know. I think it's time for celebrating. I think that you should just be focusing on success, focusing on abundance, focusing on happiness, and don't let other things around you get to you. That's exactly what that is, Scorpio. Especially for this weekend. Yeah, don't be tempted to let other people take your shine with the sun. Again, this is good Leo energy, so it's confidence. Job well done. Don't let anyone or anything dim your shine. Temperance is, again, you need to be patient this weekend also. Getting the mix right. That's huge. Be aware of that. Okay? But this is too good to be focusing on that. And I hope this visual kind of shows it. It's like, what are you doing? You don't even want to go there. I hope this kind of keeps you in check. So that's my wish for you. But that Sun card, that's very positive. It's just a positive card, reversed or not. It really is positive. All right, so there may be some confusion going on here. Again, we need to change the way we're looking at that. You're getting closer to your dream, especially when it comes to relationships. Things are coming into balance. It's all about communication. And again, the Queen of Swords cuts all cords from the past. The self-deception, the bullshit you've had to deal with. Let it go. There's a strong thing to let it go. And the Eight of Wands, there's movement also and messages coming in for you. So a lot of communicating is important this weekend, okay? Don't sit there with your thoughts, express them in a balanced way, in a positive way. Be clear about what you want to communicate, okay? But things are moving in the right direction for you, so enjoy it. I feel like there's one more in here. Otherwise, I already would have put the deck down. Yeah, there it is. Well, now we got two. Excellent. All right, so what do we got? Resistance. Never got this card before. Secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. Well, for some of you single Scorpios, yeah. Anytime the Eight of Wands there, it's communication from something. All right, so maybe you got a secret admirer. Okay. You're going to find out. Obscurity, secrets, mysteries, and concealing. Yeah, that's where we don't want to go this weekend. Again, communication is key. Don't be obscure. Be fucking real. Okay? And divine feminine. This is yin energy, feminine energy. So what this says is communicate in a nurturing kind of way, not so Scorpio. Okay? So what's the vibe? Again, communicate what you want. Don't project your fears or anybody on anyone. To anybody. Did I say that right? All right, tension, stressed out, migraines, and worry. Okay? Again, let's not put that on somebody else. Just because we got some tension and worry going on, which we could fix, don't project it on other people. There's a strong thing about that. They got your back, so don't snap at them, Scorpio. Okay? Closing message for you. Why am I I don't know. I got the Eurythmics going through my head. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I don't know. Maybe that's a message for some of you. I don't know. I haven't thought of that song in years. All right. Believe what you see. Aha. So, again, face reality or live in fucking La La Land. Choose bravely this weekend, Scorpio. All right. Again, no self-deception. Don't let that worry you. You know, you're doing it to yourself again. You know? Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. This energy is too good. So, you know, we just may finally deal with this and do this and celebrate. 10 of Cups is the best energy in the deck, you know? So achieve that. Go for that. All right, Scorpio? Love you all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay? Have a great weekend. And let's take you off the board and see who's next. And it's Leo. Okay. Leo, welcome to the FreakIN Weekend. Let's get the vibe for us for this weekend. Lots of things going on. The last new moon, which is in the last degrees of Scorpio, Sagittarius, which is at the galactic center, aligned with the galactic center. Yes, yes, yes. So let's align to this energy, Leo. All right, bottom of the deck, son of a bitch. Look at that. Strength. That's Leo right there. So you are strong enough to endure anything, okay? Let's do it. Those two cards ring that bell. Look at that. And these two cards ring that bell, and I'm going to show you this. It's the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands. This is celebrating its time, whatever it is. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this weekend, it's very good energy. It's feeling good. You may be entertaining at home. It's just things falling into line here. Keeping your emotions calm. Okay. They both have their eyes closed, which is trusting your intuition. Keeping your emotions under control. Ace of Swords. New way of approaching things, messages coming in, usually with a group of people. This could be celebrating with a group of people, getting together with a group of people. This is good. This is good energy, you know? But quiet. Seems quiet. For Leos, that's weird to say, you know? Well, it's quiet energy. But, you know, this also looks like if you get invited to go somewhere, do it, Leo. That's big. Getting that vibe. But yeah, trusting your intuition, going with the flow this weekend. Absolutely. Wherever it takes you. The Wheel of Fortune is like, you know, being in the right place at the right time with a group of people. Four of Wands celebrating. It's got a good vibe to it. It's got a good vibe. All right, look at that. Confront and choose your battles. So again, taking care of your emotional, don't let things upset you. Choose your battles as stand your ground and protect your energy. You know, that's the other thing. Protect your energy from other people that aren't on the same wavelength, and that's okay. You see what I'm saying? It's okay. Let's look at relationships. I don't know. You know, the bottom of the deck said you're strong enough to. And choose your battles. What are you going to focus on? Are you going to be negative or are you going to be highly positive? You know? So let's see what's going on with relationships. Ow. I just hit my head on the mic. All right. Wow. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So what I'm looking at here is anxiety, defensiveness. Again, choose your battles. You're resilient, though. You need to confront the anxiety, and that is calming your emotions, keeping calm. The Empress is feeling good. I mean, this is good, especially when it comes to relationships. Let down your walls. Again, put up boundaries, not walls. And the Two of Cups, that's beautiful. So you may be getting together with somebody, you know, it's finally confronting that storm that you have. Just simply because of, you know, defensiveness and not knowing what's going on. You've really just got to trust this weekend, okay? Because it pays off. I mean, it's nothing to be alarmed about. It is good energy here. You know, who are you going to keep around you? Who are you not? You know, who dims your light? Who brightens it? You know, who nourishes that? Okay, so again, wow, what is going on here? All right, so curse, hex, witchcraft, negative mind. That's what I'm looking at, is the negative mind and getting out of that negative mindset. Breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Again, you see how this negative energy can come up? We've got to trust it, all right? Choose your battles. All right, let's get, what's the vibe? So, not freaking out pays off. You're not cursed. Oh my God. What is this? Salty, bitter, angry, and petty. Again, choose your battles. There's a tendency to just go off the rails. Don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. Don't do it. I wonder why maybe that's what you've been dealing with lately. You've been confronting that, and this weekend it pays off. I'll go there, okay? Wow. Absolutely. Closing message is this. Leo, be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. All right. You understand. You get it now. I hope you get it now. Oops. I hope you get it now. But yeah. Wow. Leo, that is going to do it for your fucking freaking weekend. Be grateful. That is all you need to do, because this pays off. Being grateful pays off. Not allowing this shit to get to you, or other people's shit. It probably isn't even your shit. It's other people's shit. You know, who are you keeping around with you? Protect yourself from that, because this looks too good. And these two rang the bell when they first came out. So that's what you focus on. Harmony, things working out as they should for you, because you are Leo. Fix your crown, kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? All right, Leo, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's where you get the whole vibe for Wednesday all the way to Tuesday. All right, so Leo, I love you all. Thank you for watching. Have a great and safe weekend. Choose your battles. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Libra. Welcome, Libra, to the freaking weekend. Let's get the vibe. Just moving right along. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Come on, Libra, let's get your tarot fun. Ooh, bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Okay. So focus on relationships here. Interesting. All right. Let's get the vibe. Oh, there's the Justice card. How many times, every single reading, it seems like that card comes out? Ooh. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Focus on balance. Things may be very out of balance, and you need to walk away from things that put you out of balance. This weekend, the only thing you do is put your time and energy into things that pay off. The rest of it is just bullshit. Put the time and effort to nurture the seeds of what you want to accomplish, and especially with other people. You know, this is recognition and reward for doing the work. So this could pay off quick. So just be aware of that. Okay? But this is good. This is just walking away from, this is imbalance to balance. And we're walking away from it with the Eight of Cups here. Two of Pentacles is always trying to juggle things, putting time and energy and focus into it balancing out finally. And it pays off. The Three of Pentacles is always reward and recognition. Could be also with other groups of people, like work or something like that. So, but this looks like a very balanced weekend, I should say. Especially with that new moon and the winter solstice. So let's get some oracles for you. Oh, man, these cards are flying everywhere for Libra. Which means they're being very matter of fact. I think that's the way. Yeah, detach. Detach from things that cause the imbalance. That's reinforcement right there. Open up. Four of Pentacles blocks yourself. You hold back. This is a key to open up. Focus on joy and stability. Again, putting your time and energy and focus into things that pay off. And giving and receiving. Again, there's lots of things coming in for you. With the Six of Pentacles, you deserve reciprocated energy and not something that puts you out of balance like that. Detach, walk away from things that put you out of balance, especially for this weekend. That's incredible. But offers coming in, something's up. So let's get relationships and love and see what's going on for this weekend. Yeah. Don't be foolish. You're not stuck. Okay? This is your reset. It's your reset. And the Seven of Pentacles again. What are you putting your time and focus on? Things that put you in a stuck, imbalanced energy, or opening up to new opportunities because you know you deserve somebody that's going to reciprocate. And that is the bottom line with that. But you have lots of offers coming in here. Lots of payoff. What are you focused on? Having the blindfold on? Or realizing that you were the one that could take it off? You know? Wow. All right, let's get some messages. Okay, so exhaustion, depletion, drained, long journey. All right, so get some rest. Okay? Fantasy. Daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Yeah, kind of let loose. Again, it almost looks like you're really putting the dream into what you're going to walk into for 2026. So do that this weekend because you'll find peace. Look at that. That's beautiful for you, Libra. Balance, harmony, and friendship. Again, you have lots of offers coming in for you, Libra. You're not alone in this, and that should give you the peace of mind that you need, all right? Wow. All right, let's get what's the vibe. Very Libra reading. No doubt about that. All right. Ooh. Wow, okay. Could be giving an apology, or you could be receiving an apology. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. Again, other things that have put you out of balance that you are detaching and letting go of this weekend. Fantastic. Let's get a closing message for you from the Rebel deck. There it is. Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. Again, there's two sides to every story. Again, balance, 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 Libra. Wow. So stop talking. Just go ahead and let the other person talk or something. Again, there could be an apology coming in. You're just exhausted with everything, so get some rest this weekend. You know, you got plenty of help. You're not stuck. Open up to new possibilities. Open up to the possibilities of this new year also, you know, and focus on balance, Libra. That is what you are all about. Okay, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend, my beautiful Libras. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see who is next, and it's Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius, to the freaking weekend. We got you up on the board. All right, Aquarius, let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And let's see what the vibe is this weekend. Got a lot of things going on. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. Okay, so this is a reset for you. Pay attention to this energy. Last new moon and the winter solstice. A good time to calibrate your energy. Fantastic. And don't be foolish. That's also a message of don't be foolish. Okay? Look at all those cards popped out just like that. Look at this. Yeah, don't be foolish by letting other people or your own thoughts deceive you this weekend. 7 of Swords. Yep. Messages coming in again. Trust them. Put your time and energy into things that are going to pay off. You determine where the weekend's going. Don't let other people. Yeah, that's the big message. Don't leave this weekend up to other people. You take action. Slow and steady, of course, not crazy. And everything works out with the Wheel of Fortune. I love that. I love that. This is really empowering right here. And I want you to use it wisely. Again, don't wait for other people to do things. You go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? So pay attention to that. But there's action being taken here. Slow and steady action. We're not going to go fucking hog wild. But being in the right place at the right time this weekend, fantastic. All right? You heard it here first. You're manifesting something here. So don't let your thoughts say, it's never going to come, Aquarius. You don't deserve it. You know, don't go there. Nope. Don't do it. Okay. What other oracles? Yeah. We're moving on from sadness and isolation. Excellent. That's what we need to work on. Big time. Moving on. And that's what this all looks like, moving on. And the Wheel of Fortune always comes out to say, it's time. So just be aware of that. It's time to move on. Instead of talking yourself out of it, you know, I'll get around to it. Now's the time. Okay, let's look at love and relationships for this weekend. What's the vibe for that, folks? What do we have? Is that it? Yeah. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Could be meeting a Leo by chance, but yeah. All is not lost. I'm telling you, all is not lost. Something very positive is coming to you. The 4 of Cups is a warning of do not turn your back on an opportunity here. You have to take action. All right? What could that be? Maybe it's getting out of your funk. Maybe it's you getting pulled out of the single and lonely pool. You know, you deserve it. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Okay. All right. Messages. Pain. Apprehensive. Afraid. And cautious. Okay. Being cautious is okay, but not, don't turn your back on this opportunity. Pride. Arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Again, you need to look at things differently, and don't let your ego or your pride stop you from going ahead and opening up to an opportunity here, because it's all over this reading. Maybe it's because you're exhausted, depletion, drained, and long journey. Maybe you are going on a long journey. It's up to you. Damn, that coffee's cold. Some bitch. All right, let's get What's the vibe for you, Aquarius? So Aquarius, this is a very fascinating reading. I guess that's the way I look at it. And I hope that resonates with you. So recharge. Yeah, definitely need that with the exhaustion message there. Breathe, let go, and clear your mind. That's what you need to do. Because that Seven of Swords is the whole dark cloud over your sunny little weekend here. So don't let your thoughts deceive you, and don't get stubborn either. Don't you dare. Don't dig your heels. You know, you're a fixed sign, so be aware of that. All right. Interesting. All right. I'm looking at that Wheel of Fortune, and the wheel is turning. I see traveling. I see you maybe coming back from traveling or something like that. Wow. But the Wheel of Fortune always shows some good shit is about to happen to you. You can't make this shit. You cannot make this shit up, Aquarius. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Now, you've been called out, Aquarius, and that's okay. But that is going to do it for your weekend. Some good shit is about to happen, and it is so clarified in this reading. Damn. Check out your midweek reset. That'll give you more info on what the hell is going on in Aquarius's little realm. And that's great. You just got to get out of this self-deceptive funk, because some good shit's about to happen, Aquarius. That's fantastic. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. So let's get to it. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Don't turn your back on an opportunity. All right, let's see who. Let's give this a little shuffle. All right, Cancer, you're next on the FreakIN Weekend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's put you on the board. Perfect. Now, how are all my Cancers doing out there? I hope you're doing good. Hope you're faring this cosmic weather out, but I'm telling you, it's all for a reason, so don't deny the messages or the experiences that they bring, you know, let them cleanse you. Bottom of the deck, Cancer, is Nine of Swords. Again, is exactly what we're talking about. The anxiety. It's just fear of the unknown. Open up to the unknown. Know that, wow, this card rang the bell. Seven of Cups, being confused and not knowing where to go. Yeah, that's the big thing. What are you deciding this weekend? All those cards were face down. Ooh. All right, Cancer. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Don't be a dumbass this weekend. I'm going to tell you that right now, because this is too fucking good. What are you doing? You got to get rid of the confusion here and be open to, oh my God, this is fantastic. Opportunities coming your way, getting your spark back. What's going on here? This is great. Maybe partnering with somebody, messages coming in, offers, but you ain't going to see it if you're going to get stuck over here. I don't know. I just don't know. What do I do? I'm so used to choosing lesser for myself. Not now. This looks like some of you opening up to a great relationship here, or the possibility of one. I know a lot of you are rolling your eyes, but go ahead. Roll your eyes, because we're not playing. The universe has got some plans for you. Are you open to them? You know? But this confusion just seems like it stops everything. And it's too good. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, this is a great fucking weekend. So I would take it. Open up to opportunities. Open up to somebody here or something. I don't know, something going on. Base chakra, feelings of insecurity. not feeling safe, again, not trusting yourself and refusing to see that you're stuck in a loop here. And it's time to just let things go. I'm telling you, this is good energy here. Don't foul it up. Yeah, I don't know. Some of you are just so, how can I describe it? Just so steeped in head down. That's what it is, head down, when you should be head up and smiling. You know, I don't know. Maybe there's some communication breakdown or something. Let's look at relationships. Let's see what's going on, because that Two of Cups points to the relationships. Yeah, being wishy-washy. Holding back. Well, at least it's telling you what's up. But open your heart. You're refusing to see. It's you. Okay? Page of Wands. Yeah, you're taking things way too serious. Now I'm understanding it. Way too serious. And it's time to take action. It's time to talk. Talk. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, communication. Letting things go. You're refusing to see that maybe that's what you need to do. You're just really off here. And you're refusing to see you're off because you're allowing the off. You understand? All right. But let's not negate the opportunities for coming together with a relationship, meeting somebody. Again, maybe you're making an offer. I don't know, man. This is just very strange because it can go either way. Obscurity, secrets, mystery, concealing. Yeah, again, it's under wraps. It shouldn't be. Divine feminine. This is the yin energy. This is feminine energy. This is part of your MO too. That's why you're emotional. But you want to nurture this or somebody else. You know what I mean? That's your MO. You love to nurture. Don't be obscure. Yeah, I think that's what's got you off balance. Oh, look at that. Masculine. All right. So we've got a good balance of this. Authority, discipline, and father figure. Maybe you got some daddy issues that need to be taken care of, something like that. But it looks like things coming together. It's up to you. All right. Divine feminine, and masculine energy. Let's get a closing message. This looks like, I don't know, maybe you're going on a date. Maybe you want to go on a date and you're scared to, and you're scared to say something to somebody. I know that's the thing. Maybe you need to make a choice to move on from a relationship or something here. I don't know. It's just, maybe this is what it is. Closing message. You are giving away your power. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. You are a badass. Act like it. Yeah. That gets your fire back. You know, you got to release the lesser than energy this weekend. But the the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, those are offers coming in. This is an energy coming in. This is you getting your spark back. Again, giving away your power. You're nurturing both sides of yourself. Maybe you're just coming into balance with yourself, Cancer, but that's great energy. It's a good weekend, regardless. It all depends on how you look at it. Stop being obscure. You know, there's a lot of things you're not paying attention to either, that you're refusing to see, that you have to let go. Basically projecting your insecurities on other people or something like that, but things can come together if you choose. So good luck with that. All right. And I hope you can get to the bottom of what's going on here. All right. So Cancer, enjoy your weekend. It can be enjoyable, you know, if you just do that work that those cards were telling you. All right, let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. All right, Taurus, welcome to the FreakIN Weekend. Taurus, really dug your... Oh, let's put you on the board. Look at me getting ahead of myself. I really liked your reading for this midweek reset. I really did. It resonated. I just started talking randomly about your health and all of that, and all of that came right through your reading. So it was meant to be. So I hope that resonates with you, and I hope that you can follow the advice that it gave. So let's do it. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. No more worrying, Taurus. No more worrying. That's it. All right? Let's get the vibe for you. There it is. Right there. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Setting ourselves free with judgment and the Ten of Wands moving forward. Yep. And the Queen of Swords enforces this by cutting all cords, not dealing with any of this other bullshit. You are definitely letting go of the past. And you know what? The universe says, great, perfect timing. It's about time. Hallelujah. Taurus has seen the light. They are kicking ass and taking names. That's basically what this is. And what you're doing is getting rid of past experiences, judgments of others, all of that. This is a great energy. This, if anything, set yourself free from any limitations or anything. Tell everybody, you know what? I'm not doing anything this weekend. I'm doing me. Okay? There's a big thing about that too. And just, you know what it is? I'm getting the message of just throw it all in the fuck it bucket. That's exactly what you're going to do this weekend. And it pays off. Oh, does it pay off? So let's get some oracles and see. Ooh. Nope. Yep. Let's see what else they got. I think there's one more in here because those cards fell out weird. Damn. There it is. Fantastic. And it's release. Absolutely. Release what no longer serves you. Again, the judgment, the release, and the Ten of Wands is such a big indicator of releasing and letting shit go. I really like this energy for you this weekend. Six of Cups is simply love, so you could be releasing some stuff from the past too. The Six of Cups is always about reminiscing stuff from the past, childhood, that kind of thing. So let that go. And just know that love is all around you too, and spread your wings. It's time to, once you are unburdened by the shit you've been carrying around, you are open to so many new things. And I think this weekend you are really setting the intention to do that for yourself. Fantastic. Good. Good. That's what I say. Now, let's go ahead and look at relationships, because maybe something, when we close the door on something, another one opens up, and it's time. It could be divine timing. The Wheel of Fortune always suggests divine timing. So let's see what... Okay, we got the Queen of Swords out and the King of Swords. I like that. All right, so we are releasing the hurt from the past, the uncertainty of the future. We need to let that go. That's what you need to release, especially when it comes to relationships. King of Swords is communication. The King to the Queen. I'm telling you, you're letting go of some bullshit karma here. But I really want to pay attention to the new beginning again. So it's got to be a new beginning in relationships. Maybe someone coming back around that actually you two just, the timing wasn't right, and now it is. Because I'm looking at a stable payoff relationship here that completes a cycle. It could be involved with a fellow Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, one of the fixed signs. But this is, wow, proper communication and all of that, Taurus, brings some security and stability to your relationships. A payoff, definitely. 1, 2, 3 tens. Wow. This is payoff energy here. Let's put it on the board. Yeah, success, completion, and payoff. Focus on that. Honey child, honey child, honey child. I'm serious. Let's get some heart's hidden secrets. Let's see what else is going on here. So Taurus, you're kind of like on a roll. You know? I mean, your reading was really good. I think it was really long too. That's how you know it's a good. All right, heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, and feeling messed up. Okay, so That moon card, the uncertainty. Again, showing you what you need to release. Perfect. All right. Let's get what's the vibe. What else do we have for Taurus this weekend? Big weekend. Last new moon. I'll tell you. Harmony. With balance, peace, and happiness. That's what you focus on. That's what happens when you release the negative, the burdens, the past, all of that. And this week, I'm telling you, just like the title said, everything changes. All right. Let's get a closing message for you. Yeah, so for the FreakIN Weekend, we're averaging about 7 minutes of reading. It's not bad. But go ahead and watch your sun, moon, and rising. I mean, that always helps too. I always do it. Closing message for you is drop the fucking ego. Yeah, that's what really burdens you too. Because vulnerability is hot as fuck. And that's the truth. Instead of these masks that we wear in our relationships, you know, and you are on a good tirade here to just get rid of the bullshit. And I say do it. This is the time to do it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, Taurus, that is your FreakIN Weekend. Drop the ego. It'll get rid of your heart fog and all of that. Make sure you check out your Wednesday midweek reset. It was really good. And it was really good. And I think it's a nice compliment. This reading is a nice compliment to that too. So check that out, if you will. Payoffs on the way, Taurus. Have a great weekend. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Aries. Welcome, Aries, to the FreakIN Weekend. Your reading was also fantastic too. Releasing a lot of patterns, all of that. So make sure you check out your midweek reset, okay? All right, Aries, let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's do it. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. So a new beginning, new way of looking at things this weekend. Could be. Let's go ahead. Wow. Wheel of Fortune's coming out for everybody. Everybody. Okay. So Aries, very, very indicative. This is good. Eight of Swords is we need to stop blaming ourselves, taking the brunt of things. Negative energy. I don't like to see this. It's a stuck energy and it's your thoughts. So we need to change our thoughts. Protect your energy around other people at this time, especially this weekend. Don't let anybody burst your bubble. And make sure if they do, you tell them. It seems like there's a communication stall here. So a lot of you can go ahead and break through that barrier. And it's time. Wheel of Fortune, again, lots of divine timing working for you, Aries. So you just got to make sure that you communicate properly, that you do not let people cross your boundaries, and you're not stuck. That's the big thing. Got to get out of that energy. But this looks like this energy is like, nope, you know what? I'm not gonna let my negativity or my expectations fuck with my energy. I'm putting up barriers and not walls, boundaries, I should say. And I'm open. I'm open to this weekend. It's, the luck of the draw, and it's in your favor. You have to believe that, okay? So let's get, have some faith. That's what the universe is teaching you right now, is to just have faith. Again, you're not stuck. I've always noticed this. The Eight of Swords and the Hangman card always come out together to reinforce this different perspective you need. That's what the universe is trying to tell you, is that have some faith. You've got to realize that you've got to focus on victory and success. This looks like a very good weekend. It also looks like traveling for you too. So you may be out and about, which is good. Again, getting out of a stuck mentality is very important for you this weekend. Aries, can you do it? That's the thing. Can you achieve that? Or are you too stuck? You know? All right. Let's get relationships. You know, we've got the Chariot here, and that's moving towards a commitment maybe, or being hopeful. Queen of Wands is definitely changing. Okay, so we need to definitely change things. We had the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck also. What else? I think there's one more in there. Wow, we got the Hangman again. All right, change your perspective on your relationships. Wow, it's time to change. Queen of Wands, Leo energy too. Fire energy, which you're all about. And look at that. The Ace of Cups and the Chariot again. Pay attention to 777. Let's put that on the board. I really like this. Spiritual lesson. That's what the Hierophant here. They're trying to teach you a spiritual lesson here. Luck and enlightenment. Wheel of Fortune, luck. Open up to it. I'm telling you. This is a pretty damn good reading. Those sevens. Wow. All right. Message for you is chemistry. Attraction, spark, passion. Yeah, there's a lot of passion here and a spark. Move towards that instead of being stuck. Instead of going, well, I don't have anybody. Well, open up to it. You're definitely stuck. You just got to realize it. But an offer comes here, maybe to just take care of yourself first. You know, self-care is very important. It's as needed as relationships with others. Clingy, old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. This is all of the above. Old exes, close the door on it. Dead relationships, close the door on those. And old ways, you gotta close the door on those because you know damn well they're not working for you at all. Okay? So, let's get a closing message for you. So, luck is on your side this weekend. Are you open to it? Because you're kind of stuck in this perspective and, well, it's old, it's outdated, it doesn't work for you. All right, Aries, closing message is fuck. Does that say fuck? Shit is about to get real. You need your people around you. All right. So, it's about time. Again, get away from... This is it, folks. Let this shit go. Aries, you're not stuck. I just have to keep saying that. You're not stuck. Gotta trust me. All right, Aries, that's gonna do it for your freaking weekend. I was saying at the beginning, I want to keep it fun and light, and I try, but sometimes it's very clear that you can have it all, but man, are you fucking stuck? And you're the only one that can do it. You're the only one that can do it, Aries. So this weekend, work on that because it pays off. Something happens here. It's like a light switch goes off. It's like the light bulb turns on. It's like the sun, appears after a very dark, stormy day, and it's just shining on you, and you're not paying attention to it. You're too stuck. Take the blindfold off. All right, Aries, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that stuff. Make sure you check out your midweek reset. That's important. All right, Aries, have a great weekend. Let's see. Who's next? And it's Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you go. And let's get the vibe for you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's see. And it's the world with completing cycles, things, coming full circle. So, very good. And the world is your oyster too. You've got choices, embrace the world, opportunities, all of that. A whole new world. A whole new world. All right. You know, when you sing tunes like that, you got to make sure you got the vibrato. A whole new world. All right. All right. So endings and beginnings. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. But what's the but? Slow and steady to what we're moving towards next. Okay. Slow and steady. That message is very clear. We need to take action, again, slow and steady, but this is empowering yourself. Whatever this is, can't fuck your vibe. We have to keep on keeping on with the Nine of Pentacles. Keep reaching for that. Pentacles, a lot of money here too, you know. Opportunity. Page of Cups out of the blue. May get invited to do something or go somewhere. Three of Wands, what you've been waiting for. Again, you're manifesting things. And the Fool is the new beginning. In my practice, I have always seen if the Death and Rebirth card comes out, the Fool is going to come out. Okay? And it shows. Close one door, another one opens. But this also shows a card of recklessness. And let's not close one door and then all of a sudden jump into something else without empowering ourselves and clearing this energy out, because we just take it with us. You know what I mean? It's like the universe wants you to bathe in the waters of Lake Minnetonka before you start your next fucking adventure, whatever that is. You know, you got to purify yourself, because you just can't run roughshod with this energy, you know, carrying it over into something else. That's no. Helpless and hopeless. Well, that's one of the things you got to slowly work on. And again, Hermit, being alone, getting your shit together, grounded. You know? 9. Let's look at relationships. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I really don't see it that much. But let's see. What do we have? Okay, what do we have? All right, yeah. So this is where things, you know, loss, regret, all of that. Again, we're going into some dark water there. You deserve reciprocating energy. You don't need anything else, and I think that's what you're shutting the door on. Justice is things coming to balance, of course. Of course. So, you know, this is spontaneity in the weekend also, but you've got some healing to do. You know, and I think it's getting yourself right. Yeah, that's what it is. Getting yourself right. Getting yourself right. So, got a message. And it's apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. Okay. Well, don't be foolish. That's what this card says. Don't be foolish. You could be giving an apology to somebody, something like that. I don't know. But we don't want to close the door and then open it back up and then close it and open it. And what are you doing? You know? Oh, there it is. Okay. Distance, divorce, ghosted, and separation. Okay, so this is, again, don't be foolish. We need this weekend is to empower ourselves to kind of just lick our wounds and open up to possibilities and shut the door on this, whatever this is. Because whatever this is ain't what it should be. Oh, look at that. It's 111. Pay attention to that. All right, let's get a closing message for you. Okay, let me see what we got here. What do we have for you? What do we have for you? All right, and it's be grateful. Be fucking grateful. That's what that says. Shit could be so much worse. And there it is. Don't be foolish. This weekend says don't be foolish. And you know what? Basically, that's the whole gist of this. Don't be foolish. That's it, Capricorn. That is your freaking weekend. Yes, we've got some distance. Yes, maybe you need to make an apology to yourself. I don't know. The energy here is, being positive in a very dark situation, So be aware of that. Yeah, be aware of that. Again, the whole message for this weekend for you, Capricorn, is don't be foolish. Don't fall for anybody's bullshit apologies or something like that. You know what I mean? Interesting. The plot thickens. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Let's move on and see who is next, and it's Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Sag, for you late Sages. Man. Yeah. Let's put you on the board. I think I forgot you last time, too. There you go. Welcome, Sag. Happy birthday if you're celebrating a birthday. Your season is almost over, and I hope it was a fantastic one for you. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Bottom of the deck is, Knight of Wands. Have some fun this weekend. Celebrate. Get your passion back. Absolutely. I love that energy for you. Wow. Cards just did a deck vomit there. Nope, we're not doing that. Okay, wow, they're coming out weird, man. Oh my God. Come on. There we go. All right. All these cards are face down except for this one, and it's Judgment. Set yourself free this weekend. From other people's judgments, from yours. Again, setting yourself free. This is a big deal. Yeah, don't be tempted to focus on worrying. You focus on success. That's all this weekend is. Focus on the success. But it's a big deal. I mean, we've got 3 major cards out of 4. And it's showing the 5 of Swords is stop. Stop the worrying. I got this. Every time you start to worry, I got this. Set yourself free from the temptation to feel sorry for yourself, to feel, everything's gone tits up. No, focus on success. Could be traveling also. The Chariot is always about traveling. So let's get an oracle here. I feel like you're definitely moving out of this. So, stop worrying. All right. Bottom of the deck for here is win or lose, the 5 of Swords again. So it's your choice. Wow. And you have the strength. You have control over your life by simply trusting the process and not being a slave to it. And the 3 of Cups shows some celebration. So good. Good. Again, I think this is what you've been working on, Sag. And it pays off. Okay? Let's look at relationships. And see what we have for you. I mean, this new moon in your sign, huge. Late degrees. So it's like closing the door on some of this shit, man. I mean, you could really make some beautiful changes right before the new year. Look at that. Unbelievable. The 5 of Swords out again. Wow. All right. Even though that card was at the bottom of the deck, I never really do that. But when I'm directed to do it, there's a reason why. So we definitely need some change here. We need to open up to transformation this weekend, and you're at a halfway point, so be aware of that. Again, choose wisely. Choose the highest and the best for you, especially when it comes to relationships. You're manifesting something definitely here, and once you get over this worry and all of that, and pump some self-confidence in it, you excel. I mean, this is great energy. But that Five of Swords, the worry, sometimes you just got to let it go, and trust. All right. Yeah. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. Don't let your thoughts do that to you. Okay? Look past the illusions. And finality. With farewells, leave behind, and closure. Absolutely. This is what you need to do. And you are just not closing the door. You are slamming it and you are running, man. I mean, that is incredible. Now let's look at, what's the vibe? That's why you've been confused. It's because you don't know which way to go. Go your way. Yeah, look at that. Consequences. Bad choices, games, and mixed signals. And I always say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know what I mean? So be aware of that. My Lord. I mean, you're getting some deep ass stuff here. And that's incredible. And I want you to embrace that. You know what I mean? Like, embrace that. It's so important that you do. And, yeah. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes in the game of life. So be aware of that. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Sagittarius. Look at that. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. Consequences. Get your head out of your ass. That's that. All right. Wow. Sag, happy birthday. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. That's going to do it for your FreakIN Weekend. Check out your midweek reset, okay? There's more answers there for you. Incredible energy, though. Moving towards success. Not letting this get to you. You're at that halfway point. Start patting yourself on the back already. All right? All right, Sag, have a great weekend. Let's see who is going to be next. And it's Gemini. Gemini for the win. Let's put you up on the board. There you are, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are open and ready for a fantastic weekend. Let's make it so, okay? So, let's stack. And bottom of the deck is Five of Cups. Oh, hell. You're wasting your energy. Don't do it. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, boo-hoo-hoo. No. We're releasing that this weekend, aren't we? I hope so. Is that it? Yeah. All these cards are face down except for the Three of Pentacles. So let go of that energy and focus on working together and recognition and reward with something here. Okay, well, all right, here it is. We're hurt. Stuff from the past keeps us stuck. We need a different perspective. So what do? We persevere. We're done. We're done letting this time of year depress us. That kind of thing. I'm really getting that, Gemini. I want you to get rid of your negativity because this pays off. This isn't about other people. This is you. This is recognition and reward for you putting in the work to getting yourself unstuck and moving forward. The Ten of Swords is crucial for your development right now. That's great. That's great. Let's take an offer if we get one. Maybe you're committed to do something this weekend and you really don't want to, and you're kind of throwing a hissy fit about it. I say open up to it. Yeah, that's what I say. Open up to it. Yeah. Again, putting in the effort pays off. Maybe you're being creative this weekend. That's okay. Maybe you got like writer's block, but do what you love and be with the people you love. You know, it's kind of like, where are you going here? What are you doing? You know? Yeah. Got 3s, so we've got growth. Something's up. Okay, let's get... Ooh, wow, that card went flying. I'm going to have to go collect that. Anything else? I feel like there's one more. There it is. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right. Let me go grab that card. Please stand by. So, it's the 9 of Cups, and it went flying everywhere. All right. Man, I almost burnt my hand on those candles. Oh my God. Scorched the hair off your fucking hand. All right, let's see. What do we got for relationships and other people and all that jazz? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're definitely letting go of some pain here. Good. Doesn't serve us. Put in the work. Trust the universe this weekend and open up to it. 9 of Cups, I'm telling you, you can save this. Yeah, definitely. Trust your intuition like we said at the beginning of the reading. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can you do that? Can you get out of your head? Because that's important. But this is great. You're putting in the work. You're doing it. And doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. All right. So put in the effort. All right, we got Divine Masculine with Yang masculine energy. So you could be dealing with male energy. You could have to take the reins on this, okay? Be aware of that. Let's get what's the vibe. Could be dealing with some daddy issues. Your partner, something like that. Let's see. What do we have? All right. What do we have? So we've got masked, hiding, concealing, deception. Now, this is maybe part of the problem. I don't know. I feel like some of you are holding back. Daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusion, hopes and dreams. I don't know. I think this is what you've been dealing with. This is what you've been working on. And I hope you have. I can see you getting through this, but you've really got to face some hard truths here. You know, you may be deceiving yourself. But this, I mean, if you open up to the opportunity that this is presenting, it's going to do you so much good. All right? Gemini. So you need a good fucking cry. Is that what this is? You know, the 3 of Swords always shows that. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. All right, there it is right there. Wow. Gemini, that's a profound message for this weekend. And I am sending you so much love and energy so you can release whatever this is that you're dealing with, but you've got this. There are clear indications that if you put in the work and look at it from a different way, it will come together. It pays off. Okay? So, again, I try to keep it nice and light, but sometimes the messages just got to come through the way they come through. So Gemini, have yourself a great weekend. And let's see who is last but not least on this freaking weekend, and it's Virgo. Virgo, welcome. Last but not least to the freaking weekend. Let's get the messages for you. What's the vibe this weekend? We got this last new moon. It's happening in your 10th house of the reality you've created and is around you. So let's see how that will work for you and how you will interact with it. The Knight of Pentacles is saying slow and steady wins the race. So you really want to plant your intentions right now. You know, he's sowing the seeds. So that's telling me that the ground is fertile. So be aware of that. All right. So let's not race into anything. You know, this isn't the energy right now to race into things. And wow, this is great. It's a big deal. I'll tell you that much. The Temperance card is always patience. Patience, patience, patience. The Strength card is beautiful. This is, you've got this. You are strong enough to do this, Virgo. And the Three of Cups is celebrating. So this is great energy and it's a big deal. So the whole thing is that you've got this. I'm going to endure everything in due time. And also your friend group, hanging with friends this weekend, getting together with family, kind of strengthens you. It kind of puts you in this calm. Okay. So let's go ahead and get your oracles. Ooh. There they are. Let's see. Yeah, this is setting yourself free, blossoming. That's all you need to do. That's great energy. And solar plexus. This is, I can do it. The Leo energy is strong here. Another 3. I've got this. Thank you so much. I deserve this. I open up to it. And I really like that. Okay. Let's look at relationships and see what is going on here. Let's see. Ooh. All right. What do we have for Virgo for relationships and love? Anything else? I feel like there's something in there. That group of cards fell out, just didn't seem like it was for you. All right, so with relationships, there could be an offer coming in, an apology, something fresh. Absolutely, so that's that. And, oh yeah, this is good. But there's some confusion here. Again, take your time on deciding. You know, set yourself free from the burden of the decision and just kind of trust your intuition, open up to it. The King of Pentacles is telling you feet on the ground, practical, use your wisdom. You know what I mean? The Sun, that's beautiful. I mean, heavy Leo energy here. 1, 2, 3. So you could be dealing with a Leo Virgo, but this is, I mean, the Sun is beautiful. Okay? This is beautiful. So open up to it. Could be opening up to a relationship with somebody older than you. There's definitely an age difference if that's what you're opening up to. All right, okay. Okay, yeah, perspective. Put yourself in some and get yourself some new perspective this weekend. Better off, happiness, and clearing your headspace. Absolutely. And man, I'm telling you, it's all about sunshine. The sun is huge. The yellow everywhere in this reading. Oh, I'll show you. The reading, the yellow in this reading is everywhere. So it's feeling confident. It's feeling good. I like this, you know. It's really you not forcing anything. So I like that. Maybe you've let go of the time constraint. Or maybe you've let this go, suffering in silence. Unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. So again, get some perspective on that. You don't need to suffer in silence. In fact, maybe you need to talk to a friend about this, you know, see what they have to say. So let's go ahead and get your closing message for this FreakIN Weekend reading. This is from the Rebel deck. It's a little smart ass, but what would you expect? All right. You look like a shit show. Oh, Virgo. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. Okay. I mean, get some perspective. Get yourself out of this. Stop suffering in silence. Stop sitting there going, where is everybody? Reach out. take a shower, but Virgo, that is your freaking weekend, but it looks very good. I mean, I'm telling you, Leo influenced, if it's not Leo influenced, it's just having this confidence that really gets you far. And I think everyone around you notices it too. But, take your time making a decision if you have to make one, okay? All right. So Virgo, thank you so much for watching. Let's take you off the board and bring us back to the end screen. So that is going to conclude this freaking weekend for you. We are getting close to the holidays. So thank you so much for watching and being here, especially on my journey through this channel and the growth that is happening with it just within the last few months. And I'm just getting started. You know what I mean? So I hope you enjoy these readings. I hope they resonate with you. Leave some comments, like, share, comment, and subscribe, everybody. Don't forget, always, the Wednesday midweek reset tarot reading. That's where we lay down the law for the whole midweek, Wednesday to Tuesday. I'm always going live Thursday at 7 p.m. So check that out. You can also check out the replay. And I'm also going live Sundays at 10 a.m. on TikTok, Tea and Tarot. Yeah. I'm expanding there too. You probably see me on different platforms, but I'm going to be doing everything. So, all right. And if you would like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description. It brings you everywhere to my booking page, all of that. I also offer gift certificates and gift cards. Contact me. Shoot me a message, come down to the center. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you all. Have a great weekend, and I will see you Sunday on TikTok. Come and follow. I'll see you there.